Hello and welcome to ISO 9001 training for Phoenix Group. My name is Zachary Dykes and I am a chemist for Phoenix Group. As well as being a chemist, I manage Phoenix's ISO documentation management, training, audits, and performance indicators. It is June 16th, 2023, and this ISO training applies to the most recent ISO 9001 standards published in 2015. So, first, a summary of what information will be included in this training session. The training objectives are listed here. We will cover what is ISO 9001, what is Phoenix's quality policy, what are the objectives we hope to achieve by maintaining a quality policy, and how do we track them. How does calibration apply to a quality policy? How does Phoenix field, record, and process complaints and the corrective actions associated with them? And how does Phoenix prepare for ISO quality audits? For our first topic, we will cover what is ISO 9001. ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. ISO is a body that writes, maintains, and updates several different organizational standards. ISO 9001 is internationally viewed as the best practice for quality management. That's according to Risk Optics. It particularly applies to customer service and product consistency. ISO 9000 systems focus on the improvement of practices and systems to achieve the proper company performance. ISO 9001 standards can be applied to any company regardless of industry or size. There are many other ISO certifications that cover a wide range of business operations such as food safety, information security, energy performance, and many more. Phoenix has a quality policy statement. The quality policy is: the Sierra Company LLC's strategic plan is to become a leading coating supplier by providing quality products to meet our customers' requirements. This is accomplished by listening and responding to our customers' needs and by continuously improving our products and services. All employees need to be familiar with our quality policy. It is posted in many locations around Phoenix's different operation sites, such as the far wall of the West Conference Room in Minnesota. Additionally, we all need to know the objectives that are measured to evaluate our adherence to the quality policy. Results of tracking our quality objectives are posted in the factory hall, near the water cooler, and by the locker room in the warehouse building. Once again, to increase familiarity, Phoenix's quality policy statement is as follows. The Sierra Company LLC's strategic plan is to become a leading coating supplier by providing quality products to meet our customers' requirements. This is accomplished by listening and responding to our customers' needs and by continuously improving our products and services. So, how does ISO define a quality product? A quality product is one that meets our customers' requirements and is manufactured the same every time. Each batch is just like the one before, and end users cannot tell the difference from batch to batch or drum to drum. Our products are designed to perform to a specific standard and are reviewed by our customers at that standard. Adding additional performance in the traditional sense of the word requires additional time and money to be put into our products. All the products we produce should be made exactly to the set standard and should be the same. Quality, as defined by consistency, is not related to the performance level of that product. Now for quality objectives, or KPIs. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. Management quality objectives refer to internally tracked metrics of performance. One of our KPIs is that our number of gallons in rework is reduced. Gallons that do not meet quality standards are moved to rework, where applicable products can be added to future products to avoid wasting the labor and raw materials associated with producing that product. A key performance objective for Phoenix is that the number of rework gallons we have is going down. To achieve this goal, we must avoid creating new distressed batches and take advantage of opportunities to use products that are currently in rework. Another key performance indicator is to have less than 3 color complaints per quarter. As a coatings manufacturer, color is often the first product attribute a customer sees. Because of this, we have strict standards for color. Crash batch incidents is less than 2 per month. A crash batch incident is when an error happens in manufacturing that results in an entire batch being wasted. Occasionally, a crash batch can be used as rework at a low concentration in future batches. Crash gallons total is less than 1,000 per year. This is obviously related to crash batch incidents. Warranty claims of less than $10,000 per year is a goal. Warranty claims include replaced or refunded product and any repair or replacement costs Phoenix is liable for in the event of faulty product applied to a customer substrate. Customer service and shipping errors are tracked by percentage. Both have the goal of less than 0.1% of total orders taken and shipped. Quality objectives are slightly different than KPIs because they refer specifically to how our products and services are received by our customers. Our goal for quality objectives is less than 8 justified complaints per month. This is an example of KPI tracking over time. This specific graph shows color complaints over the last several years. The general downward trend of this graph shows the ISO quality system at work. Note that some quarters we do not meet our goal. It is management's job to set and evaluate quality goals. The next training objective we will cover is calibration. Calibration periods of instruments are usually defined by the equipment manufacturer. Without calibrated instruments, it is impossible to tell if we are producing quality products as defined by ISO standards. Some examples of instruments that need to be calibrated associated with the production of coatings are scales, pH readers, automated color eyes, and many more. All relevant equipment we use needs to be within its calibration window to meet ISO standards. Some instruments are calibrated by Phoenix employees. Others, we work with third-party calibration experts to maintain well-calibrated instruments. Look for silver calibration stickers on all applicable devices. The next training objective is customer complaints. All customer complaints are recorded and tracked. The process defined by ISO and used by Phoenix to resolve customer complaints follows the general framework that a complaint is fielded, investigated, a resolution is provided to the customer, and then a corrective action is implemented to ensure complaints of a similar manner do not arise again. Complaints are logged into a database that tracks all of the data about the complaint, like the customer, the product, and the resolution efforts. Complaint investigations are assigned to employees that are knowledgeable about the system at work that resulted in a complaint. Results from a complaint investigation and what can be done to alleviate the complaint are recorded and communicated to the customer through a salesperson or customer service representative. Management and staff collaborate to make sure the complaint process is strictly adhered to for all complaints. This is a completed version of the complaint form Phoenix uses. Notice the fields requiring information not only about the complaint, but also what was done to alleviate the complaint. An ISO quality system requires diligent documentation of all processes. This form is the documentation style Phoenix uses for its complaint system. Corrective actions are key to the complaint process. Corrective actions are the mechanism by which gaps in the systems a company uses are filled. Without corrective actions, poor systems would continually result in poor products and unsatisfied customers. Employees are empowered to take part in designing and implementing corrective actions when they are assigned a customer complaint related to their job function. Phoenix management meets to ensure the resolution/corrective action complaint process is in use and working periodically. All justified and vendor complaints result in a corrective action. A justified complaint is a complaint from a customer that Phoenix is at fault for. A vendor complaint is a complaint that a non-Phoenix, non-customer third party is at fault for. An unjustified complaint is a complaint that arose from a customer misusing a Phoenix product. Again, all information associated with complaint is recorded and tracked in accordance with ISO 9001 standards. Tracked complaints include obviously the justified and vendor complaints, but also the unjustified complaints from a customer. Our final training objective covers preparation for ISO audits. ISO audits are critical to maintaining the ISO system and standards. All ISO certified companies must undergo biannual audits of their systems and records to maintain ISO certification. Phoenix is audited internally in December and externally in March. This is our audit schedule for 2023. At the point this video was recorded, the external surveillance audit has already taken place for 2023. A quick overview of the philosophy the auditor's Phoenix contract sound. Auditors are very familiar with ISO standards and know what they are looking for. Auditors will inquire about what information they want to know. It is not Phoenix's responsibility or prerogative to give the auditor extra information about our processes that they do not inquire about. Once they have gathered sufficient evidence that the ISO standard is or is not being met, they'll move to the next topic. Volunteering extra information wastes precious time during the auditing and could overstep the scope of the audit. What do auditors check while they visit our site? They review our documentation systems such as batch tickets, purchase orders, training records, complaint logs, etc. They meet with employees to determine if work instructions are followed. This could include batch instructions, work instructions for all applicable tasks, packaging standards, etc. An auditor will check calibration of measuring equipment. Lastly, the auditor will closely evaluate our complaint investigation and corrective action process. How should you deal with an auditor evaluating your work functions? First of all, answer truthfully to all the questions they ask you. Answer only the specific questions asked by the auditor. Do not give the auditor extra information they do not ask for, again, because it wastes time and could overwhelm the auditor with too much detail. Following ISO standards company-wide is easier when employees understand the philosophy of an ISO certified business. Some questions you should think about and understand the answers to prior to an audit include, how does my job fit into the quality process? This can include documentation you're responsible for keeping or work instructions you use to complete your job functions. What tasks do you do that affect quality? This largely includes any interactions you have with customers or functions your job includes that affect the consistency of the products we create. What is the difference between quality and performance level? Remember, quality in an ISO sense is defined as a product meeting designated performance standards and being produced to exactly the defined standard every time. Performance level is previously determined and defined attributes of the product approved by the customer. Again, what is the quality policy and where is it posted? Just for good measure, Phoenix quality policy is the Sierra Company LLC's strategic plan to become a leading coating supplier by providing quality products to meet our customers' requirements. This is accomplished by listening and responding to our customers' needs and by continuously improving our products and services. It is posted in several locations across the Minnesota site. Now, a rundown of everything covered in this training. We went over what is an ISO 9001 quality system, what is our quality policy, what are Phoenix's quality objectives and key performance indicators, what role does the calibration of measuring equipment have in ISO standards, what our complaint and corrective action processing system is and how it applies to ISO 9001 standards, and how to prepare for an ISO audit. If you have any questions about these topics, please inquire with the ISO trained employee leading your training session. Thanks for watching.